Hey, all I've been killing it with these flashbacks, man. Get into the goodness of One Piece. Alright, so, boom. 8 years after the God Valley incident. 30 years from today in One Piece, right? You get to see Kuma. Nah, my boy is a priest. Kuma's a priest right now. You know what I'm saying? Helping out the elderly people, getting rid of their pain. You know what I'm saying? Relieving their little hip pain, back pain, shoulder pain, knee pain, whatever the pain is get from just being old. Kuma just taking away all that. You know what I'm saying? Hands of liberation, right? So the people start begging Kuma, oh Kuma, please, you can do this on the weekdays too. Please, my back, my head hurting. And then Genie steps in. Hell to the fucking no, sir. Y'all want all this from Kuma and y'all ain't even paying up. Y'all ain't giving no pay, right? So one of the old ladies let them know that, hey, I ain't gonna lie, we would pay Kuma. We would love to support Kuma. But we can't because we giving all our funds to the new king. Who gotta give the funds to? The Celestial Dragons. So we all out of funds, right? We would have be cut. So they just letting them know that. So Genie like, I wonder what's why the king carrying on like so. Really like, you know what I'm saying? Kuma back in his domain, in his bedroom, you know what I'm saying, chilling. And we see the big paw circle thing like we saw with Zora to do that time, and he's gonna get you paying. Kuma, every goddamn Sunday, been taking in these old people pain to make sense as to why he only gonna do it once a week, like you say, every Sunday. So Kuma all fucked up in the bed, shaking and shivering. Genie got the ice on his head, wiping off the blood from around him, and this and that, and Kuma just there like on his death, like on the deathbed, right? And Genie crying like, why you gotta keep doing this, Kuma? Why you gotta keep taking the pain? Ain't no that you gotta keep going through. Kuma like, hey, someone gotta do it, Genie. Someone gotta do it, Genie. Don't cry. But hey, listen, we get some food today. So don't worry about that. And Genie was like, oh, we get some food? All right, time for me to eat. Genie right there, stuff on her gut, happy, Kuma happy, you know what I'm saying? Everybody eat. Jolly good time. Let me fast forward again, 25 years now. Instead of 30 to 25 years, 5 more years, right? So Genie wanna get married to Kuma. Kuma's like, we can't get married. And Genie's like, why the hell we can't get married? That wouldn't make you happy for me and you to be married. Like, come on now, we've been able to get all these time. We can't get married, Kuma. And Kuma thinking to himself like, he ain't want to marry Genie because Kuma got Buccaneer blood. And he ain't want to have to go through what his parents going through or any other Buccaneer have to go through with their child. You know what I'm saying? So Kuma changed the subject to the freedom fighters he's seen inside the newspaper. Lo and behold, the freedom fighters are basically aka the Revolutionary Army. Dragon, you know what I'm saying? This when he first started it up, right? So he's freedom fighters, and Kuma's looking at them like, hey, one day, Genie, I can be out there at the sea, saving people's lives. So 3 more years pass, right? 22 years. So get to see some of the old people and the rest of the southern people who Kuma used to help, who came with Kuma to the kingdom, getting captured, right? Sent to prison because of the new rules set up by the new king. So Kuma rebelled. Kuma was not into this. He's like, no, you can't enslave people, you can't lock them up, you cannot do whatever you want to the people. Like, let them go. Let my people go. So Kuma on a rampage, right? So we cut to the king. And the king explains as to why he's doing the new rule, because the new rule came from the higher ups essentially. So what his plan is essentially he wants to eliminate all of the southern people, Kuma people, right, from where the kingdom is, so that he can essentially pay less taxes or have to give out more tribute to the Celestial Dragons, because the Celestial Dragons dictate how much a country is supposed to give to them via the amount of population that you have. So the more people you have on your country, the more you got to give to them. The less people you have, the less you got to give. So his goal is to just basically half the country's population off, so that he can like half the amount of tribute he have to give to the Celestial Dragon. So Kuma, now we see, is in jail along with Genie and the other Buccaneers or the other southern people. And then lo and behold, boom boom bang, Ivanko and Dragon arrive, save Kuma and Genie. We get to fast forward again to 14 years now. So 16 years from the beginning of the chapter now. So now Genie is a captain in one of the revolutionary forces, the eastern side, right? And Genie is super excited, happy, eating, because she can't wait to see Kuma again, because she hasn't seen Kuma in a hot minute. Scroll down a little piece. We see Dragon gets a call. The call was not a good call. We get to see that Genie has been captured. They can wait, right? Now, that's the end of the chapter. It's a good chapter overall. Start 8.5 accurate. But now listen to me. Two things I want to know in this chapter. There's no Bonney or no childbirth has been given. One. And two, this around the same time frame that Monkey D. Luffy was supposed to be conceived as well. Now, I doubt Luffy is any type of... Well, let me talk about Bonney first. Bonney supposed to be the daughter of Kuma, right? Now, just by the byproduct of what's going on in the chapter lately, One Piece lately, Genie is obviously going to be the mother, right? Like, Genie in the last panel is literally Bonney, right? They look the exact same, they act in the same mannerisms, whatever the case may be. What I believe is either it happened off screen, right? Like during when they very first joined the Revolutionary Army, which was about 22 years ago, right? When they first joined. They could have had a child right then. Because I believe that Bonney would be the exact same age, or not the exact same, but around the age of Luffy and Law, right? Because Luffy 19. You see what I'm saying? So I'd say around that time they could conceive and had a child, because now we fast forward down here, it's 14 years, it's been 8 years, right? So you could have had Bonney in that time. You could have had Bonney off screen. Now, that may be the case that why would order off screen the birth of Bonney? That's a big question. Now, besides off screen the birth of Bonney, we have been with Vegapunk, and we have seen cloning been done in the One Piece world. So, is it the case that Bonney is a clone of Genie? Could be the case, because how about this? At the same around the same time when Genie getting captured, right? Vegapunk is fully invested into the world government, right? So, what if Kuma strike the deal with the world government to get a clone of Genie in exchange for them to do research and to experiment on his body because of the Buccaneer blood and the paw fruit? No, that was a very because that fruit was up there with the dragon, Kaido's fruit, right? So to get you know what I'm saying? To get it for Genie is what I'm thinking. Now, that's a plausible case for me. I think they can clone her. It's crazy. Now, I wonder if they clone her dead body, or if they just clone her and then kill her afterwards. Because I'm pretty sure Genie wants to have a family. She wants to get married to Kuma. So, or does Kuma save her? They have a family, and Bonney is actually like a 14-year-old teenage girl, right? We don't know. We're gonna see soon, though. Now with Monkey D, you know what I'm saying? Monkey D Dragon, he had to stick his peen into something in these past couple of years. So it might not be too far-fetched to say that we see Luffy mother yet again within this chapter. Because don't forget now. Oda did say that we seen Luffy mommy before, but he ain't ever explicitly went out and said that this is her. He said he has drawn her in the chapter. Now, Luffy is 19 years old. So, Dragon had to conceive with somebody. Now, if Dragon is on the road, who the hell did he conceive with? That's the question. Now, I don't know who it could be, right? But there's only one other lady inside this fucking thing right here, bro. And it's this woman right here, right? It's this one. Now, did Dragon stick his dragon into her den to make Monkey D? I don't know. But I know one thing. Oda better fucking tell me. Because who is the mother of the Pirate King? I would like to know. Because Luffy did not get his personality from fucking Dragon. He ain't get it from fucking Garp. I lied. Garp and him kind of similar. They really similar. But no, Luffy still have like It's like a lot of tendencies of another human being that we have not yet been introduced to. So, there's a lot of questions. Is Bonney a clone? And who was Luffy's mom? Anyway, it's a good chapter though. Good chapter, good chapter, good chapter.